This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a dog trainer? Well, one might be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing our good neighbor, Dale Donaldson with HappyGentle Dogs. Dale, it's great to have you on today. Now, we are so excited to learn more about you and your business. So go ahead and tell our listeners just a little bit more about your company.
Sophia, thanks for having us on. We do what's called behavioral work. We help dogs with severe challenges and even non-severe challenges, help them overcome these challenges and help their owners be able to maintain the progress and even continue improvement. And we do it all with no pain, no fear, no punishment ever as the dog perceives it.
Wonderful. And how did you originally come up with the idea for this business?
Well, I've been in this dog business a long time and have been training dogs professionally over 35 years. And about 15 to 20 years ago, we decided there has to be a better way. It was too heavy-handed. There were too many aversive tools. So I decided to make a way or learn a way, and I did a little of both. And now we have constructional reinforcement training, and it's just transformational. It's lovely for the animal and their owners.
Wow. Now, when you say transformational, what does, the day in the life of that process really look like?
It's really a good question, and it is unique to each individual dog. But essentially what it does is gives the individual dog the autonomy and the agency to be able to make choices. And we teach the dog what the appropriate choice is. So the dog feels in control of their world, in control of their lives. They make choices we like. Everybody's very, very happy.
So, Dale, what is that most common misconception you come across in your industry when it comes to dog training?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of them. One is the dominant alpha perspective, and we don't ascribe to that whatsoever. The science, in our opinion, almost completely debunks that. The other is if a dog manifests some behavior you don't feel is appropriate, they get labeled as a bad dog or an aggressive dog. This is almost just information the dog's giving you. Enhanced communication allows you to understand, the dog to understand, and them to overcome.
Now, we're going to go ahead and switch gears here for a second. Now, we do know that marketing is the heart of every business. So, what areas is your ideal customer in the DFW area, your ideal clients, and how are you attracting them?
We do actually work with the entire state of Texas, believe it or not, and we attract them through word of mouth and also our website, HappyGentleDogs.com. It's been nice for us, and we're very appreciative of those that have responded.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now, have you ever thought about having your own podcast for the business before?
Well, not very much, but you make it look so easy, and it's going so smoothly. Maybe that's something we should do.
So, Dale, we're going to go ahead and switch gears here again and get into what do you like to do for a little R&R outside of work?
Well, we're animal people, Sophia, and my wife and I and our families, we live in the country. So we like the country life. We spend even more time with animals, such as our horses and cows. And my daughter's really into gardening. We just spend a lot of times outdoors with our animals and our property. That's what really flips our switch.
That is amazing. Now, when it comes to your business, HappyGentle Dogs, what is that number one takeaway you would like our listeners to gather from learning more about your company?
When you have a dog that's expressing itself in a way, you get very frustrated, you get concerned, you get upset, you think maybe your dog's going down the wrong road. Have hope. Your dog's not bad. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of proper coaching. We can get your dog on the right track. You can have a relationship better than ever before. Don't throw in the towel. Have hope. Give us a call. We would love to help.
Final question, where can our listeners go to learn more about Happy Gentle Dogs?
www.happygentledogs.com. Happy Gentle Dogs is one word. As a matter of fact, Happy Gentle is now a word. We've actually trademarked that. So we're proud of the way it seemingly comes across.
Well, Dale, I really appreciate you being on the show today. We wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.